of the current FY 224 and 2025 budget.
Motion.
Motion by Chris. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mata. John Boy?
Well, we've had 3 budget meetings so far, I think, May, June, July. And we agreed upon a tentative budget to present to this meeting if there were no changes from the last meeting, which there haven't been. So before, we were presenting it in a tentative budget worksheet fashion that showed the current year revenues. You won't see that on this because in the worksheet it shows we have revenues of $3,640,865 and we expect expenditures of $3,547,949. So we're expecting to have our revenues exceed our expenditures by $92,906. Now, when you look at the tentative budget that we're actually approving, that also considers the prior year fund balance that we've accumulated and carried forward, so it's available to us to spend. That number is the last one on the revenues there. It says prior year budgeted carry forward. So $1,870,000 is what we expect our fund balance to be at the end of this year, which is just 2 months from now. So that'll be available to go forward into this year. And then that excess money that we don't have budgeted to expend is down at the very bottom, the contingency other. $2,043,000 of that is what's available but not budgeted for expenditure in this year. Now 80,000 of that is a regular contingency that we do, have the availability to move to other categories. So the revenues and expenditures haven't changed from the last 2 meetings or even 3 meetings. So this is what we approved to bring forward to the board tonight. So we've been through it in detail. So it's now time to approve what we have approved coming forward as the tentative budget. And then the same numbers will be adopted tonight, presumably, as our final budget. So if there's any questions, I can go, answer them. But it's not changed from the last 2 meetings. So
In this, okay, I think I see it here. So we're saying capital outlay, we're foreseeing 100,000 in this fiscal year for overlay.
yeah, you're right. That's what we budgeted to resurface the paved road, 100,000.
But if I'm not mistaken, we had funding in this budget for that as well that we were never able to use.
Well, that's, it's available as part of the carry forward, but only 100,000 was budgeted to spend this year. So that's what everybody agreed on over the last few meetings. Now you can always allocate different items. If something's coming in under, you can allocate it to that. That can be changed throughout the year.
So does this also take into account, I think, a couple of the pieces of equipment that were supposed to come off the budget? Does it account for that?
Yes. Yes, so some of the debt service stuff has disappeared.
Okay.
We got the two vehicles have been bought, in here. I mean, in this year. So they're not part of this budget. I guess.
Can I have a motion to approve this attentive budget?
Have a motion.
Motion by Mata. Do I have a second? Second by Chris. All in favor? Aye. It passes. We're going to go now into our public comments regarding our budget workshop. Do we have any comments regarding our budget? No, we don't at this time. Okay, we're gonna take a 5-minute recess from our budget workshop, and then we're gonna go right into our regular meeting.